On that bubble, train that money, man, we covered it. Yeah, I'm covered it. I was thugging it, I was just loving it. That's for the muffin it, that's for the other bitch. That ain't for you, dog. That's for the other niggas. That ain't for you, shot. That's for that other bitch. I'm going crazy, man. I'm going crazy, crazy. That's how we living it. I'm feeling lovely. I'm drinking bubbly. With a round, I pull up with my rounds, I pull up out of town. I could rep the town with them guns and them pounds. I grew up on the grounds with them pillars and hounds. We order more bottles and fuck them more models and pass them around. I say everything triple time. Roll it AP Hugo triple time. I just know the ones to call upon. I just had to pay my dog a bond. Looking at me like a triple threat. Every time a nigga talk a check, smoke the cushion like a cigarette. Run it back and hit my internet.
So, in this episode of Anthony Sofilis, I'm going to talk about why I'm afraid to listen. I'm afraid to listen because I'm afraid to be humble. Growing up where I was at, you had to Royal Rumble, so you could never be humble. Niggas always thought that if you was weak, that means you wasn't the one to go grumble. I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but all I'm trying to say is I'm going to try to lay it all out because there's so much hate and it sucks that everybody cannot commensurate. So anyway, pretty much, I'm afraid to listen. I grew up in a household that, you were looked at as weak if you were humble. If you had intellectual humility, if you had emotional humility, if you had mental humility, if you had anything that was humble about you, you were looked at as stupid, weak, vulnerable, defenseless, etc. The list goes on. Okay? And so, what happens here is that I'm a small little ass kid with a big ass psychotic father, because at the time he was big because I was small, and he's an angry maniac and he's an insecure ass pussy bitch. That's what my dad is. He's an insecure piece of shit pussy ass bitch ass nigga who's a fucking faggot at the same time, literally. And so when you combine all those characteristics and you have a great kid like me, and the great kid like me is humble on anything, then you see this big ass hand, my dad's hand is about this big too, just smacks my little ass cute face, smacks the shit out of me, and I start crying. And so it's like, I don't know if that's the cause, but who cares about the cause? Who cares about the why? Let's talk about where I'm at right now. Where I'm at right now is I'm afraid to be humble, to take a humble stance in any way, which form. There's many forms of humility, as I said before. There's the intellectual, mental humility where it's like, all right, it's okay, you don't understand and you're fine with it. God forbid you don't understand something though, right? God forbid you let something go. God forbid you forgive someone, like emotional humility, God forbid you let something go and you don't hold on to a grudge. You're not a man, you have to be an angry maniac. That's what makes you a man. You have to get revenge. That's what makes you a man. These are messages that was given to me by my fucking bitch ass, hellbound father. So it's like listening can bring me really far in life. The better of a listener I am, the farther I'm going to go in life. Because I've experienced it one time before. I listened to this friend recently, and it was life-changing. He doesn't even understand how life-changing it was. He gave me some really cool advice just because of me listening to his opinions. I hate listening to people's opinions because I think mine is the best. In this situation, it was like an incentive was given by me listening to his opinions. I'm not going to talk about what the incentive was, but the point is, it's like when I heard this opinion of his, it had such a dramatic impact on me. And I then became very eager to do what this piece of advice or opinion stated. It was life-changing, and now I'm at where I'm at right now. So it's like, I remember one time I fell in love with this fucking hijabi bitch, and spoke to a gangster Egyptian guy friend, but I was so high at the time, and still I'm also hesitant around this guy or whatever. But point is, when I asked him for advice, if I just kept it cool, if I didn't, you don't get it. When I listen to people and I'm actually learning, this shock goes through my body, and I'm like, it's like, it feels weird that I'm actually listening to somebody, and then it's like I get in defense mode or something. That's how I would best describe it. I get into this defense mode, and this defense mode makes me think, like, you shouldn't be listening to this person, God forbid. What is wrong with you? You're going to be looked at as weak. You're going to be looked at as stupid. You're going to be looked at as useless and low, which actually is not true whatsoever. It's actually quite the opposite. But in my mind, this shock goes through me emotionally, mentally. It's almost uncomfortable to continue listening to golden advice. Like, he was going to go on to say, like, if I was Spanish, you would have fucked me, which is true. Because, like, the same cultures, since you know everything about the other person's culture, especially if you're Arabic, you're both of the cultures, since you guys understand each other's not taboos, but like stereotypes, you'll tend to be less likely to not want to do anything with each other and go with a different random race and do some crazy shit with them as opposed to that person. Even though if you like that person but they're from the same race, you're not going to go with them. That's big in the Arab culture. And I'm just speaking some real shit. I know it's sinful and all that. I want to speak my mind. And so here you go. Here's the reality of things. Here's the reality of the games being played. But see, I gotta be a good listener and take in what people say, and I think I'd get over a lot of the shit that I go through, the inner turmoil I go through on a daily basis, which I'm always thinking I'm terminally unique and I'm above everybody else, and I'm special in some way, and other people are not experiencing the things I'm experiencing, but they are. They just word it in a completely different vocabulary. It makes sense to them in that way. And I think I'm a holotropic thinker and others are linear thinkers. And this is what makes me feel like I'm so unique, but I'm really not. I just need to be another holotropic thinker. I'm like, maybe I'm rare, but I'm not unique, And I can still take stuff from everybody. And I just need to be very, very humble about it and start listening. And listening is life-changing. When you actually hear the shit people know, these average Joe people actually know things that keeps them mentally sane and emotionally stable and happy, There's so many people out there that know so much shit, but they just don't go around bragging it and taunting it the way I do. I tend to love to brag and throw in people's face the shit I know, and it's not cool. And I always feel like I'm smart, but it's like an attempt at always trying to boost my self-esteem or something. You know what I mean? Anywho,
Celebrate like the championship. Celebrate like the championship. Celebrate like the championship. Celebrate like the championship. I told you. Don't tell me you selling being to the moon. I just went red the ruler with the jewels. I just went celebrating like a bonus. I put diving niggas straight out the sewer. Like a loaded chopper, I'm about to shoot it. I'm so fucking sick and tired of these rumors. I just dived inside a cutie was phony. Take it back and take a look at yourself. Take the lesson, put it all in the app. Too many days gone by. See my phone, wait until I reply. Dry my eyes, believe it or not. I can never see a tear falling. Water dripping on me like a faucet. I just took a bitch to eat at Chipotle. Spend another $60 on the roller. All my dollars got your brain washed. She saw my nigga got my brain washed. And for that shit, you got your man pop. See what they did to Biggie and Pop. Pour a little liquor out. Pour a little more liquor out. Pour it out, pour it out, pour it out. Call me crazy.
Deuces.